Wake up with us, it's time to rise and shine. Morning mayhem's on the air, we're feeling fine. We got a motto, Tomlin and Mama Manning too. Bringing you the latest, there's nothing we can't do. Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional, we're knocking down the door.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to Friday the 13th.
Yikes.
The revenge of the rest of the week. It is the end of the Baba
B week.
Baba B week, as I said. And we had Parents' Night this week. We had Professional Development this week. And now we have September 13th, Friday the 13th. Is it as superstitious as it used to be? Back in the day when I was a kid, like that was a thing. Like
Yeah, it's a
you
thing for
didn't
me.
want to do anything on the 13th.
Only if it's in October.
Only if it's October. That's even worse. That's like doubling
Well,
down.
that's the actual Friday the 13th. It's in October.
It's my
Okay.
brother's birthday.
The persecution of the Templars by the king.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it sounds less haunted
Yeah, sorry.
than the meanings that it gets to. Isn't this when people switch bodies with their kids or whatnot? Freaky
Yes.
Friday.
Yes,
I think they're rebooting that movie as well.
again.
Clash of the Classes coming up next Tuesday. We have Maharam, Paul Gary, Brunel, and Youngs. I had to throw the Paul in there so I'm not getting confused between the two Garys. Mr. Gary. Follow us on Instagram and also follow Hawk Wings on Instagram if you have not as of yet. GSA has their meeting on September 19th. And don't forget, the Pom Pom poll is just going to be closing. Today is the last day to vote. You have pancakes or waffles. Pancakes or waffles. I know which one I'm rooting for. And next week, don't forget, the colleges are coming in. If you're looking for a specific college, you want to check to see if they're coming out, go see your guidance counselor. They'll let you know what's going on and happening on those days. Photo days coming up on the 19th and the 20th. So you're going to be an A or B day. Depending on when you have your English class, you'll be walked down and get your ID badges taken and get your new ones for your new school year. And if you'd want to take a look at your local government, write an essay about it, you can win $1,000 with your essay in the Low Cool Government Challenge. That's hashtag Low Cool Gov. I like what they've done there. I do enjoy a good play on words. And the Morning Mayhem Fantasy Football League, if you want to join and submit a team, there's a QR code that'll be up on the screen. You can play against the 8 teams that are in there and see if you can pick better teams than we have. So we'll see how that goes and see if anybody signs up for that.
No comment.
No comment at all.
I'm pretty stoked with mine. We're already 1-0 this week.
Yeah, I'm not so stoked for the Dolphins, but that's a different story for a different day. Principal Ogren is looking for a group of 10 to 12 volunteers from 9 to 12 on Sunday for Naugatuck's Hidden Acres Therapeutic Riding Center. It's an 81-acre farm that offers equine therapy for individuals with special needs as a way to support support personal well-being and growth. If you want to help participate, see Principal Ogren for details. There's an open art studio for creative, starts Monday, September 16th, and it'll be on Tuesday, September 17th. It's from 2 to 3:30. Everyone is welcome to room 123. You don't have to be taking an art class to get in there. So come and explore your creative interests. And they're also going to be introducing the art club that day. And don't forget, Read 16 has launched a Facebook page. If you're going to log into your Facebook account and follow the page, see what fantastic things are happening in our schools. And tonight there's going to be a ribbon cutting ceremony and football game. We'll talk about that a little later.
Oh, is there a game tonight?
I believe there might be a game time. We have to wait till we get to the sports segment to find out what's really going on. On this day on 1814, I don't think this one is really on this day in 1814, where the Star Spangled Banner was written, because I think basically the attack was going on and he watched everything that was happening.
Correct.
This is the day they attribute to it happening, and then he woke up and was like, oh, look, the flags, it's still there. And then he wrote it because it had to happen.
He was a prisoner on a British ship throughout the entire bombardment.
Right.
So, yeah, he was watching it. So
he didn't really write it
No, and
that day.
it's based on another song that already existed at the time. So he just
Hey,
kind of
So what you're saying
he
is
1813 AI'd it.
he's the original sampler.
Yes.
So he sampled somebody else's song, threw it into his. There's
Yes.
nothing
Is
wrong
there a
with that.
TikTok for this?
Possibly.
More than likely. He was inspired after witnessing the British bombardment of Fort McHenry in Baltimore, Maryland, and still seeing the American flag flying the next morning. And they still have the actual American flag.
It's
and
really cool if you've
it-
ever seen
I
it.
have. It is really cool.
You don't realize how large Garrison flags were.
No,
Massive.
not
flags.
until you see it. Roald Dahl was born on this day, and if you know any of his beloved works, including Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, James and the Giant Peach, and the BFG, you know who he is. Our birthdays for this Friday are here at Woodland are Adriana Vicario,
Oh,
Liliana Bednar, and the weekend birthdays are Emily Melendez and Mason Lugo. That's Saturday and Sunday as well. And today, yesterday we had the National Support Someone Day.
Mhm.
Guess what today is?
National Coffee Day.
National Blame Someone Else Day.
Oh, that's perfect.
But they do have a disclaimer in there. It says National Blame Someone Else Day uses superstition upon our mistakes on other reasons. It's always celebrated on the first Friday 13th of the year. But go lightly on this day. If you want to blame someone in just things that are fun. So you shouldn't be covering up major crimes with your friend instead.
so I'm blaming you for the Dolphins' loss last night.
Yeah, you can. You know what? I think they were doing okay until I turned
Wow.
the TV on after the volleyball game. So we'll see
Yeah.
how that goes. Over the news desk with Tomlin.
And now, with the latest headlines, over to the news desk with Tomlin.
Morning. Couple top stories started today. First off, it happened. 33,000 Boeing factory workers are going on strike after rejecting the contract offer. So the
Wow.
aircraft assembly workers walked off the job early Friday at Boeing factories near Seattle after union members voted overwhelmingly to go on strike. Another setback for the giant aircraft maker, whose reputation and finances have been battered and shredded. Now faces a shutdown in production of its best-selling planes, the 737 MAX, the 777, and the 767. North Korea gives a glimpse of a secretive uranium enrichment facility. North Korea disclosed this facility to produce weapons-grade uranium for the first time since 2010. The state media reported Friday that leader Kim Jong-un visited the area, called for stronger efforts to exponentially increase its number of nuclear weapons. Staying in Asia, starting next year, China will raise its retirement age for workers, which is now amongst the youngest in the world's major economies, in an effort to address its shrinking population and aging workforce. This comes in addition to their policy of no longer allowing foreigners to adopt Chinese children. This policy change will be carried out over 15 years, with the retirement age for men raised to 63 and for women to 55 or 58, depending on their job. The current retirement age is 60 for men and 50 for women in blue-collar jobs, and 55 for women doing white-collar work. Do you guys know the difference between blue-collar and white-collar?
Denim.
Too much? Many Americans feel the need to limit their political news. AP, North, USA Facts, full finds.
Too much.
I don't know.
I'm just moving on.
Oh, it's blue collar guys who worked like for the brokers, and the
They're
white shirt
hands-on.
guys were the
Office workers.
managers.
White is management, blue is workers.
Yes.
Really, I just thought when I was working in the trades, like it's because we weren't blue collar. What are the trades considered?
Blue collar, if anything.
That's what I thought. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Denim.
Yeah.
We're denim. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, it had more to do with you would sweat, and white collar shirts. If you
Oh.
see the sweat, it looks disgusting. So people with white collar shirts don't sweat.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
Well, about half Americans say they are following political news extremely or very closely. About 6 in 10 say they need to limit how much information they consume about the government and politics to avoid feeling overwhelmed and fatigued, according to a new survey from the AP Nork Center for Public Affairs Research and USA Facts. All right, older story. Do you remember that big, massive ship that crashed into the Francis Scott Keys Bridge
Yes.
in Baltimore?
Yes.
Turns out, after a major investigation, there was a loose electrical cable.
Someone
on
forgot to
ship.
plug something in.
Not okay. We'll take that. It's a little more complex than that, but we can go that
Wow.
way.
Blame the mice?
Basically, yeah, like a plug was loose.
Wow.
And
Wow.
they believe that did lead to the ship losing power and then crashing into the Francis Scott Key Bridge. And Francis Scott Key is famous for
The
Oh
Star
no, it's all
Spangled
coming
Banner.
together.
coming together. And there's your news.
All right. Over the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Here's a shot at the buzzer. Strike three. Call.
Good morning.
Catch. Touchdown.
Time now for sports with Mama Manning.
Morning, good morning. Scores from yesterday. We had one big event. Girls volleyball won 3-1 over Wolcott last night. Well done. Today, we have girls swimming at Wilby, 4 p.m. Boys soccer versus Bassick, non-league game, away at 6 p.m. Girls soccer versus Torrington, away at 6 p.m. And guess what? Game day. Today's game day. You
It
ready,
is game
baby?
day.
Right here. All right. We have a boys football game versus Holy Cross home at 7 p.m. The NBC game of the week. Woohoo!
All right. And that's the sports.
We won't talk about the Dolphins anymore.
Oh, let's not talk about the Dolphins today. That's the sports with Mama Manning. Our special guest this morning is joining us live on the phone. Good morning, Mr. Yaman.
Good morning, Mr. Amato. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for stopping in this morning. I think it's a big day here at Woodland. There's been a lot been going on in the athletic wing of this facility around here in the past year or so, and I think one of the biggest is tonight.
Yeah, very, very exciting day. 2 years coming. We're opening our multi-purpose field tonight. We're going to have a short ribbon cutting ceremony to thank the community who supported it, to support the student athletes, the parents. I think it's a wonderful way to come together. You know, for Friday night frenzy, everybody loves going to a game on a Friday night. So it's going to be an exciting night for us.
I think it's really going to add to the excitement of the Friday night lights feel. And I don't know if anybody's been seeing the drone footage that's been going around of the field, but it looks absolutely gorgeous up there.
Phenomenal.
Jameson Nemec has done an amazing job. Through Mr. Belinsky's drone class, he's done weekly drone videos of the field with the construction, and the one he sent out yesterday was spectacular. We're actually going to send it out to the community, and we built the stairs up through the parking lot where our parents have been using them. I think it's safe. It's just a great, great vibe for tonight going into the game.
I'm very happy with those stairs, Mr. Yaman.
I'm sure you are, Mama Manning. I'm sure you are. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, Mama Manning did a great job at the pep rally last Friday night. She just got everybody going, and she did a great job introducing the kids and the players and getting us ready for the opening season.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, if there's anybody that says football around this place, it's Mama Manning.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to the stairs. There's been more than one time I've tumbled down that hill, and those stairs look outstanding as well. And I know we have the new weight room as well, putting this whole package together to make us dominant in the NVL.
I think so. Nice to hear you came off a win last night, Coach.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you
Volleyball.
indeed.
That's good news. You know, just one thing. I wish we could have had a larger ceremony for all the teams, football, soccer, and track. But unfortunately, I think Mark Perino, Tony DeLeon, and Chris Daly did a great job. We didn't miss one game. Where sometimes when you put a turf field in, you miss a season. So unfortunately, we couldn't have a ceremony like we wanted for all three teams. So whoever opened up first was going to get the ribbon cutting, and that's how that felt. But I'm looking forward to soccer using it. The track looks great. I think all the athletes on all our teams are going to enjoy the multi-purpose turf field.
Absolutely. And it's kind of impressive that they got started on the field and are going to hit this target date for the very first home game. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right. So you'll be there for the ribbon cutting this evening?
I will be. Some of the board members will be. The cheerleaders will be out there. The team will be out there. Some of our parents from the booster clubs I've invited to join and actually cut the ribbon.
Mama
So,
Brooks.
Should be a great night.
Mama Brooks
Yep,
will be there.
Mama Brooks will be. Yep. I invited Ione and Salato. I know Salato, who's the parent for the booster team, will be at a soccer game, but I'm hoping Mrs. Heather Ione will be there as well with the track.
6:45.
All right.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll be there early. Thank you for having me on today. I watched the mayhem. I wanted to get there in person, but I had an 8 o'clock appointment today.
Not a problem. Thank you for coming on and gave us the update. And thank
Yeah.
you for stopping by. And on behalf of the show,
My
don't forget-
pleasure.
on behalf of the show, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Morning mayhem, it's a wild ride. Sports news and the daily updates, we're on your side. Special guests and interviews galore. We're taking over Woodland Regional. We're knocking down the door.
Every morning at 7 a.m.
Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram too. We're streaming on Spotify. We're reaching out to you. Join the Morning Mayhem crew.
Knocking down the door.